everyone, welcome back to my makeup party. Today I'm wearing the Chantecaille Le Magnolia Eye and Cheek palette and I'm quite loving it. I also wanted to tell you about a Tom Ford cream eyeshadow that I picked up. Just placed a really big order at Sephora.com. I found a surprise in my wallet. I went in my wallet to get something and I found a Sephora gift card in there and I knew it had some credit on it. I knew I had returned something and it had some credit on it, but I was thinking like $8 or $9 somewhere in there. So I went on Sephora.com, I started putting things in my cart because all of a sudden, like today, there's a bunch of new releases on Sephora.com under the new arrivals tab. So I'm putting stuff in my cart and I go ahead and add in the gift card just to see how much it was basically. And it was $63 on this gift card. I guess I had returned a bunch of stuff and forgotten about it. So I got to end up getting a lot of stuff at Sephora.com and I'm waiting for that to come in. Very exciting. Chantecaille. Ever since I saw this palette for the first time online, I really was interested in it and I really wanted to try it out. It's just so pretty. The pattern on it is just so beautiful. So it's Le Magnolia and it's got magnolia blossoms stamped into it. And I just thought that this color combination was really unusual. These were just some really unusual colors to have in a palette. And let me tell you about the softness and the pigmentation of these. Now this palette was not cheap. Very much not cheap. Chantecaille stuff is expensive. So only having 4 colors in it is a little iffy. But anyway, they're extremely soft. They're extremely blendy. Let me show you. They're just buttery. Okay, so the first color is this unusual taupey, silvery, greenish gray. It really went on green on my lid. Very green. And I thought it was going to be very grayish. That's it right there. It's definitely metallic, very soft and buttery, this whole palette. Next is this light baby pink. I don't even know if you could call it pink. It's more of a white with a pink cast. That's sort of a matte. The first color was a bit of a shimmer. Not really a shimmer, more of a satin. This one is definitely not that matte. It's a bit of a satin. And it's barely pinkish white. I have it on my highlight today. Then you have this dark chocolate brown right here. This is like an espresso brown. So softly buttery. It feels really nice. And there's the dark brown. Just an unusual color combination, I thought. Not your usual all browns or whatever. And then you get a blush. So this is a really pretty peach blush. Extreme pigmentation on this. It is completely matte. There is no shimmer into this one. And let me warn you, it's extremely pigmented. I barely put any on a brush today and put it on and it was overdue. I mean, you can still see it's quite a bit on there and I worked to try to get it off. I did not know it was going to be that extremely pigmented, but it's a really pretty blush color actually. So these are all just equally super soft and I love the pattern on it, but $80-something, that's a lot to pay. I just was really in love with the pattern on it and I think the color combination is unusual and it is rather pretty on, but it is very pricey. Just to update you on the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops, okay, if you don't have this, you have got to get this. It is out of this world and it's called Celestial. It's out of this world and let me tell you, I have been using it every day since I bought it as a highlight. So what I've been doing is I've been putting on a powder highlight just kind of broadly and then putting this on real tight just right through here. And I've been putting it on with this sort of a brush. Let me show you. So I have this really cool angled brush from Real Techniques. It's sort of just a fluffy, round-edged brush. And I've been using this to put this on my cheekbones just right here. And I just kind of dot and then start blending it through. It's just amazing. It's just the highlight it gives you is not like a powder highlight at all. It just looks totally different. It looks very glowing and very natural, but it is that extreme strobe at the same time. I have not really run into any kind of product that's anywhere near as pretty as this. I ordered from Sephora the bronzer version of this. There's a bronzer one, there's a lighter bronzer and a darker bronzer. I ordered the lighter one just because I want to see how it bronzes me, and then I want to get another shade of these in the highlight. I want to order the one that's called Moonlight or the one that's called Sunlight. I can't decide which. They're very close, so I probably will get Moonlight. I think it's just a tiny bit less gold than Sunlight. But if you, I know they're expensive, but I mean, go in with somebody and half the bottle, they're $42, so half of it would be 21 bucks. There's a lot of product in here. There's more than you would use really in a long, long time. But I think the best way to use this is directly on your cheekbone like I've been using as a highlight. It just is out of this world. The stuff is very, very liquidy also. Very, very liquidy. There's a lot in here. You don't need much to use at one time. You could split this bottle and I think do perfectly well for a long time with these drops. So let me show you Tom Ford. This is a new cream color for eyes. Apparently everybody is hot for this product. When I saw it in the store, they did not have the actual product to buy there. They just had the testers. I guess they had sold out and they had to ship this in to me from another Neiman's. So this is called Sphinx. It is a very unusual color. It really is not like any color I've ever seen before. That's why I grabbed it. It's a cream eyeshadow. You get a lot of it in there. And look at the unusualness of this color. It is an intensely golden mustard colored gold, but look at how it shifts. Look at the pink shift, and then there's a weird green shift right there. Let me show you this on. So the consistency on this is such that you could sheer it, very sheer, or you could pack it on. So there it is. It looks totally different. It looks totally different on. Look at how pink it is. And then you get it in the light, there it's doing that green gold. Isn't that crazy? Now I have yet to try to really get an eye look out of this because I don't really know that it goes with my skin all that well. It is so gold and weird. I've never seen an eyeshadow that's that gold do that hard of a shift all the way over to a hot pink like that. It's crazy. So like I said, I've got a bunch of stuff on order. The Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops in Sunkissed, which is a bronzer type. There's a new Tarte palette I've got on order. It's for your cheeks and lips. So it's cream products and you can use them cheeks or lips. Cannot wait for that. Also, I wanted to tell you guys, I am just loving these new Wet n Wild Color Icon blushes. It says they're a new formula and I don't really know what's changed except that maybe the old ones were kind of dustier and drier. These are silkier. They've got a shimmer to them. I am just using these all the time right now. The two colors I have are apricot in the middle, and it has a shimmer. It's so pretty. Just a real light peach shimmer. And then this one I got the other day, and I love it. Rose champagne, or actually rosé champagne, I think. It's just so shimmery and sheer. This is like my perfect color right here. It's very neutral. It's got a tiny hint of sort of a pinkish to it. I am using these more than any other blush right now. Isn't that crazy? And they're just so cheap. The thing is, they almost have their own highlight built in. They're very shiny, very shimmery, kind of almost got a metallic look to them. I'm loving my cheap stuff right now. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching. As always, bye.